Welcome to the STIHL Timbersports World Trophy 2026. We are coming to you live from beautiful Budapest, and just look at these pictures. Absolutely amazing, and we're getting ready for an incredible competition. So join us for some extra class of sport, the original extreme sport. My name is Marcus Floth, and I'm here in the studio with the loudest voice of international sports TV. Warm welcome to Mr. Troy Mannering.
Thank you very much, Floaty. I don't know, loudest voice? Yeah, maybe louder than legal. Yeah, I'm really
Definitely louder than legal.
There you go. Yeah, definitely looking forward to this evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love this format. The trophy format is absolutely off the chain. And yeah, it's going to be fun. We got 16 of the world's premier wood chopping and sawing athletes here, so it is going to be a lot of fun to see how these guys can link these different things together, right?
And the 17th top athlete is Cassidy Shear. He's here as our expert today.
Right.
Yeah.
Timber sports, let's go.
And we're so ready to go because we want to show you how they made it to qualify, the 16 we spoke about.
For the STIHL Timbersports World Trophy, just 16 athletes qualify from around the world. The qualification is based on performances at national trophy competitions worldwide. The European athletes are decided through the European Trophy. One wild card opens the door for the host country, and one to an athlete under 25. North American and Oceanic champions are qualified at their respective competitions, joined by the 10 best athletes from Europe. These 16 athletes then compete in a knockout system, going head-to-head until one athlete emerges as the STIHL Timbersports World Trophy champion.
Cassidy, you're the Vice World Champion of 2019. What advice would you give to our 16 athletes before they enter the arena?
Well, the trophy format really isn't different than the individual format in the sense that consistent performances win championships. A slight difference here is that you are only competing against one other opponent at a time in a match format. So you technically can make some mistakes and they can make more and you can still advance. But yeah, I mean, you need to bring it, especially in those quarterfinal, semifinal, final rounds. And again, there are 4 rounds for these guys of all-out effort. The athlete with the best skills and the best endurance will be our champion today.
No chance to breathe in the middle, and that match format means it's elimination. So if you're on stage with another guy that's faster than you, bye-bye.
It's bye-bye, but also hello to Laszlo, who's live on stage on our beautiful water stage in Budapest.
Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you. A very warm welcome to all viewers around the world. We are coming live from Budapest, capital city of Hungary. Beautiful scenery with a great audience to welcome the 16 very best athletes from around the world in STIHL Timbersports. This is the World Trophy 2026. We are really excited about this race. We are really ready to rock the stage tonight here in Budapest. Just listen to this crowd. This is amazing what they have built ourselves. And of course, we are really ready to welcome the athletes as well. But we are really pumped up for a great race. It's a knockout format. It's a great evening here in Budapest next to the Hero Square. And very shortly we are going to welcome our heroes, our timber sport athletes. So I'm really counting on the crowd to be as loud as they can be tonight. Sok szeretettel köszöntök mindenkit itt a közönségben is még egyszer. Legyetek nagyon hangosak ma este! És akkor köszöntsétek nagyon nagy tapssal itt a színpadon a sportigazgatóinkat és a bírákat. So let's welcome our global sports directors and the judges on the stage. They are very important in the competition. So please give it up for Mr. Spike Milton, Global Sports Director from Great Britain. Our American Sports Director, Nathan Waterfield. Our head judge from Great Britain, Andy Hall. And a very warm welcome to our Swedish judge, Victor Klarmo. And of course, we still have two judges sitting behind the videos, Alberto Corbetta from Italy and Jules Jansen from the Netherlands. And I hope you are ready for welcoming our heroes. First coming out on stage, 24 years of age, Rookie World Champion in 2024, Team World Champion in 23, from Australia, Matt Coffey! Our second athlete on stage, 30 years of age, two-time world champion, fifth in the individual world championship in 2024. Give it up from Australia, Cody Steers. Our third athlete on stage, fifth place in the individual world championship in 2023. 42 years of age, from Belgium, Belgium ball, Koen Martens. Please welcome our next athlete on stage, fourth in the Team World Championship in 2022. 37 years of age, all the way from Canada, azaz Kanadából, Joe Flarkin. Silver medalist from the World Trophy 2024. Only 26 years of age, from the Czech Republic, Csehországból, Matyáš Klima. National Pro Champion in 2024, 38 years of age, from France, Franciaországból, Alexandre Meurice. Six-time National Pro Champion, individual bronze medalist from the 23 World Championships, 38 years of age, from Germany, aus Deutschland, Danny Martin. Four-time National Pro Champion, 35 years of age, from Great Britain, az Egyesült Királyságból, Glenn Pennington. Silver medalist at the National Pro Championships in 22, from Great Britain, 40 years of age, Nagy-Britanniából, Graham Turner. National Pro Champion in 2023, 28 years of age. His wife already competed in the World Champs with the women. Alessandro Ciapponi, Italia. Fourth place at the World Trophy in 2023, 32 years of age, the world record holder in stock so from the Netherlands, Hollandiából, Redmer Knoll. Silver medalist from the World Trophy 2023, two-time European Trophy winner, 45 years of age, from Poland, Lengyelországból, Michal Dubicki. Silver medalist in the individual World Championships in 23, three-time national champion, 24 years of age, from Sweden, Svédországból, Emil Hansson. First in the Champions Trophy 2019, four-time silver medalist from the World Championships, 39 years of age, from the United States of America, Matt Kogar. And I even didn't have to say a word. Nem kellett mondanom egy szót sem, azt hiszem, tudjátok mi a dolgotok. And now we will welcome the local hero. Ezt szeretnék hallani. Ezt szeretnék hallani, come on, gyerünk, 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 srácok. Ez az, még. So now the local hero, three-time National Pro Champion, his first ever World Trophy appearance, 23 years of age, Strubel Bence! And now, before we welcome the man to beat, we will watch 3 short teaser videos, and then I'm going to announce who is coming for his fourth World Trophy. Let's see those videos.
Budapest. Oh, I better get going.
Back already?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a faster way of transport.
Hey there, welcome to Budapest, Mr. World Trophy.
Thank you, great to be here, beautiful place.
And Jack, believe it or not, the battleground is right behind us.
Budapest, are you ready? I am.
He is your new champion!
Oh,
Jack Jordan!
there it is!
Unbelievable! World record! It's a
The New Zealander entered his first World Trophy in 2022, and he hasn't lost since. 3 World Trophy titles in a row. And he didn't stop there. He broke the world record 2 years in a row. 4 disciplines, 1 run. About 1 minute of pure speed. And right now, nobody is faster. The man to beat at the World Trophy, but can anyone stop him this year?
And now, are you ready to welcome the man to beat? 30 years of age, 3 times winner of the World Trophy, individual world champion in 2025, holder of the world record in the trophy, all the way from New Zealand. Now he's coming on stage. Please welcome Jack Jordan! Are you ready to witness history? We are ready to witness history. Let's see if there will be a 4th time.
Look at these athletes all ready to go. Can anyone beat Jack Jordan? Cowboy Jack. Yeah, is he beatable, guys?
You don't want to bet against him, but I think he is beatable. I'm really looking at Cody Steers. He is on such a run right now. He kind of ran roughshod through the Australian trophy bracket. And when you look at the names that were on that list, Braden Meyer, Lawrence O'Toole, Mitch Argent, Brad DeLosa.
Wow.
He won all of his heats by 5 seconds or more. I think Cody could do it. Also looking at Matt Koger, he's won it before. 3-time U.S. champion in the trophy event. Had a great comeback win against Nate Hodges. I think that's your podium right there.
So it's not a walk in the park for
It's
Jack.
not a walk in the park. He's going to have a couple of tough races, and there are a few dark horses who could sneak onto that podium. In particular, I'm looking to his fellow countryman, Matt Coffey.
Matt Coffey, yeah, that's one of the ones I was going to say as a dark horse as well, just feeding off of your energy there. I also really like Matthias Klima. He has shown a lot of gumption in the last couple of years in this discipline, in this format, so I think that he may surprise a lot of people. He came real close a little while ago in the European Trophy against a very tough competitor in Mikael Dubitsky. Mikael Dubitsky is always somebody we got to keep a close eye on. He is such a beast of a man, and I mean, he doesn't like that wood, and if he doesn't like that wood has no chance at all, really. So
that's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's there are of course our few favorites. We've got a couple of dark horses in there. I'm going to go thumbs up for Matthias Klima to get up there at least among the top 5 today. But it's a tough field. It's a really, really tough field. If we look at the names that are out there, it's a wow event here today.
Yeah,
basically.
never underestimate Danny Martin, for instance. Also, you know, somebody put Red McNoll. You know, there's so many out there. If you make a mistake, but I've never seen Jack Jordan make a mistake in that format.
Jack Jordan is officially undefeated in the trophy. I was
That's
talking to you about it earlier.
ridiculous,
Never lost a race ever. I brought it up. His immediate reaction was, "Well, now you're going to jinx it. Thank you very much, Cassidy." But you know,
it's your fault if he doesn't do it again.
That humor just shows you how comfortable he is in this race. It is, you know, his to lose today. But again, watch out for Cody Steers. Watch out for Matt Koger. I think there are 4 Europeans that could sneak onto the podium today as well.
And if you want to feel comfortable with the format, here are all the rules.
The STIHL Timbersports Trophy competition. In the trophy format, athletes have to complete 4 disciplines back-to-back. After the start, they need to cut a complete disc with the stock saw within a 10-centimeter area. From there, the athletes have to complete the underhand chop as quickly as possible. Only after they split the block can they return to the starting point, where this time the single buck is waiting for them to cut one complete cookie. In the final discipline, the athletes have to complete the standing block chop in order to achieve the best possible overall time. Any rule infraction will result in a disqualification and the athlete will be eliminated. All participants must first demonstrate their skills in the time trial. The better the athletes perform in the time trial, the easier their first elimination round will be. The 4 fastest go straight through to the quarterfinals, while the 5th to 12th placed athletes battle it out in the last chance round in knockout duels for the remaining quarterfinal spots. The athletes now continue to compete in a knockout system through the quarterfinals and semifinals. The losers of the semifinals will fight for the last podium spot in the small final. After that, the 2 winners of the semifinals will compete one more time to see who takes the title.
Today is the big competition, but of course yesterday we had the time trial, and this is where you, I don't know, set the pace for the big competition. These are the results, and Troy, who's going to compete against who?
Well, I mean, Jack Jordan sets the season's best, so that says a lot about what we've already been talking about, undefeated so far in this format, the trophy format. And we're going to see in that round of 16 coming up, Jack is going to be going up against Graham Turner in the first heat. Then we're going to see Mika Dubitsky and Redmer Knoll against each other. These guys have had plenty of heats against each other in the past. Redmer Knoll took a real leap a couple of years ago and stepped into another level, and he's been really working on his sport since then, and we've seen big improvements from him. Coming up in heat number 3 will be Emil Hansen and Jeff Larkin, who you see there on the screen. And Jeff is an interesting character. I like to watch him. And we'll see how he does against Emil Hansen. Emil Hansen, it's an up or a down thing with Emil. If his head's in the right space, he'll destroy you. And if one mistake is made by him, it can sometimes put him off his game a bit too much.
Just for everybody at home, it's the fastest against the slowest, the second fastest against the second slowest. And this is how this round of 16 gets together. And like you mentioned, in the first heat, we're going to see Jack Jordan take on Graham Turner. Then we have Michael Dubitsky against Redmer Knoll. Emil Hansen and Geoff Larkin in Heat 3. In Heat 4, Matthias Klima and Danny Martin. Heat 5, Cody Steers versus Benji Strubel. Koen Martens against Glenn Pennington. Heat 6. Heat 7, Matthew Koga against Alessandro Giappone. And in Heat number 8, Matt Coffey against Alexandre Meurice. That's our lineup, and I think that's a lot to look forward to, right?
And just to give you an idea of the time differences here, Jack Jordan's time trial time was 53.72, compared to the slowest time of that day was 1:20.21. So
5 national records just in the time trial.
Yeah, that's a lot of drinking going on back home.
You've got to explain that one. It's a new show.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
So this first round for Jack here, he's going to be kind of looking to get warmed up. You're going to see a very conservative, clean run, big, heavy hits, smooth strokes in the saw, and reasonable transitions, looking to get warmed up for that second round.
If you're Graham Turner, sorry.
Yeah,
if you're Graham Turner, what's going through your head? How are you thinking about dealing with the guy that's on the opposite side of the stage in this now elimination round?
Well, for all these athletes out here today, a correct headspace is to be, I'm going to race my own race.
Right.
Not worry about having the 3-time champion on the other side going against me. Go out there, cut my blocks the way I can cut them, put up a good showing that I can be proud of.
Yeah. Okay.
I met Graham on the way here. He said he's just going to enjoy himself. He only started chopping 6 years ago.
Right.
And he said also he has a tactic. He's going to push Jack into the water. So,
well, I mean, he did achieve his goal during the time trials. He wanted to get his personal best and better it, and he did that. So his goal has been achieved. So here we go. We're getting ready with the saw warm-up, and we're getting into that first heat of our trophy format. Oh, I love this trophy format. I get all jazzed up and riled up when it comes to this.
Athletes ready! Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good even grab by both guys. A little bit of a bobble there by Jack Jordan as he readjusted the saw. Big, thick, fat cookie for Graham Turner as he heads over to the underhand chop. And he's got one driver ahead of Jack Jordan. That doesn't really mean a whole lot at this point, though. And as you called it, that was like, what, 4 hits on the front side?
5 hit front.
5 hit front for Jack. Unbelievable. And Graham Turner moving over to that second side. Now, Graham Turner's a big boy. He's got plenty of power, but Jack Jordan is so efficient with his cuts. And now Jack moving over to that single saw. Graham Turner still working on his underhand. Now he moves over to the single saw. Wow, this is a great run for Jack Jordan, just passing the 40-second mark there as he moves to the standing block chop and gets going. You can see all the individual times there in the center of the screen and what the pluses and minuses are. And Jack onto that second side can pretty much be guaranteed that Graham is going to be eliminated here as Jack Jordan drops the block in a 58.08.
A casual sub 1 minute run for Jack Jordan.
So now the question is, can Graham Turner better his 1:20 time of earlier on and get one more personal best in there, which would be a definite positive for him today, which he may well do.
He can.
One more. There you go. Another personal best for Graham Turner. Well done at 1:19.06, and I believe we might see just a hair faster for him as well. But I'm really happy to see another personal best fall by the wayside for Graham Turner. He's such a good guy. He's only been around the sport about 6 years, so that says a lot about his dedication and motivation. We don't need to say anything about the man in black, though.
Yes.
Fell into a burning ring of axes and saws.
And the winner is Jack Jordan.
So welcome to the quarterfinal, Mr. Jordan.
There you go.
Very nice cut from Jack, just like I had predicted. Big, heavy hits. The chip that came out of that underhand after the opening 4 was so big, he had no room for a top driver. Slapped one in the bottom, turned around. Great, heavy hit, hard hitting from Jack.
The only thing there that was a little bobble, but it didn't really seem to bother him as he placed the saw, started his cut, and then decided, nah, I want more cookie off of that.
Great awareness to recut that, make sure he had a complete cookie, and well within that 4-inch line that you're allowed for the stock saw. One thing I love about Jack is how he uses a long stroke. He's using about 95% of that saw. You'll see the nose actually suck right up into the log. That means he's using every single one of those teeth.
I like to say knuckles to nose or tip to tail.
Again, that standing block came apart real nice. 6 in the front, 5 in the back.
There's that marbling you were talking about in earlier episodes that these blocks are looking really, really nice today.
Yeah, all the wood for the trophy here looks quite nice today.
So that being said, do you think that we may well see a world record drop here at the trophy because of the quality of the wood?
Yeah, based on the pace that Jack took that round and the time he got, the way the wood came apart, we can for sure see a world record today.
So what is it, a 52.53?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, Jack was less than a second off it yesterday in the time trial, and again, you know,
he took his time in this one and got a 57.78. So, yeah, based on what you said, Cassidy, I wouldn't be at all surprised if...
I don't think it's going to be easy, but it's good to hear there is a chance.
But it's very possible that somebody else like Cody Steers could come in there, drop the world record time, and then Jack could come back and drop it again. You know, it's hard to say.
I think we're going to see 2 or 3 athletes beat that today, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd love that, by the way.
And just as a quick reference to the whole personal best drinking game that, or the national record drinking game you were mentioning, that your buddies back home, every time there's a national record, they take a shot. So earlier on during the women's competition, they would have been well hammered by about the halfway mark of the competition.
Congratulations to anyone who wasn't passed out by the time the standing block started.
All right, our next heat here, heat number 2, is Mikael Dubitsky against Redmer Knoll.
I would call it a European classic.
A European classic. Tail of the tape definitely gives the advantage to Mikael Dubitsky. You know he's the European champion in this discipline and in this format. But Redmar Knoll has been on fire lately, and he spent a little bit of time in Australia and New Zealand training.
Lost a lot of weight?
And lost I wouldn't call it a lot of weight, but he's gotten a little bit more svelte, let's put it that way. But
let's say.
yeah, he's definitely looking good. He's looking motivated, and yeah, you're right. He looks fit.
I'm excited about this matchup because I think we have two truly comparable athletes here, but with differing styles. Redmar Knoll, much like Jack Jordan, big, heavy hits, long strokes of the saw. Michael Dubicki, his Instagram handle says it all, Michael Dubicki Axe Machine. He turns it up to 11 every chance he can get.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws. Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good even start by both Dubicki and Knoll. Good cut as they move over to the underhand, and they start dead even with each other. Dubicki's got good pace usually on his cut, so you see him moving that axe a lot faster. Got a little bit sticky, but he switched over to the other side about a half stroke behind Redmar on that one. Redmar's got a pretty narrow starting cut on that first side, so let's see if that helps him out on the second side. Dubicki looks like he's going to get through there pretty quick, but it's Knoll with the advantage as he heads over to the single saw and gets started clean. Dubicki's really pushing it hard right now. Wow, this is a really, really evenly matched up heat here. European classic, as you said. And it is both of them moving to the standing block chop at the same time. This is definitely advantage Dubicki here because he is so powerful. Can Knoll keep up with the pace of Dubicki as he moves over to the second side of his block? 1, 2 drivers ahead of Knoll now on that second side. Can Knoll do it, or is it going to be Dubicki knocking Knoll out of the competition here? And it's going to be Dubicki moving. Oh my goodness, how close was that?
Wow.
105.20 to 105.73. I think that's going to be a photo finish right there.
What a race.
Wow.
Matched up perfectly, start to finish.
Both those guys looking great.
Yeah, you know, they were truly evenly matched all the way throughout, keeping pace, each individual discipline. I thought Redmar looked like he had a little bit more zip coming off the single buck there, but the Axe Machine, again, turned it up when he had to.
Unbelievable. Let's see here.
And the winner is Michael Dubicki.
So I'm gutted for Redmar Knoll because he's been working really, really, really hard. But Michael Dubicki, I mean, the perennial European champion, and he came in here with a mission, obviously, and he's fulfilled that, moving on to the quarterfinal. So Redmar Knoll, unfortunately, will be eliminated from action earlier than anticipated today.
These look like very clean runs from both athletes. Good start with the stock saw. Nice clean cut. Redmar taking a slightly thicker cookie. Very safe transitions. Both athletes making sure to set, not drop the saw. Clean grab of the axe right into that first swing underhand motion.
His synchronicity is unbelievable.
Yeah. A little bit of a tentative start on the second side by Redmar there. If he could have been 1 half stroke farther, it might have helped him.
You know, I thought Redmar was going to pull ahead in the single buck. That saw was cut with his long strokes, but again, Michael Dubicki just sending the full effort every chance he gets.
Watch how close this is at the end, though. Jeez.
One hit.
Yeah, 1 hit. I don't even think it was a full hit. It was like half a stroke, maybe. Tough day for Redmar, but a good day for Michael Dubicki.
Oh, yeah.
Great day for timber sports fans who want nice, close, exciting races.
Yeah, that's all we want to see. So what about Emil Hansen against Geoff Larkin? That's going to be our next heat. Do you think that's going to be a close one?
It could be, again, just like Troy said, when Emil's on, he's hard to beat. When he's off, he makes critical errors that can set him back, but he's young, he's tremendously athletic. He has the coolest dad coach in the whole timber sports game. Like, I have a great dad, but I also kind of want Hans Ove Hansen to also be my special Swedish timber sports dad.
You know what? He's such a nice man. If you went up and asked him, he would probably say, yes, for sure.
He would. He would give me that stoic smile. I'm like, I got you, Cassidy.
Yeah, he would take off his hat, shake your hand, and say, no problem, come on over.
But I think Emil's been training hard. Should he run clean here, I think he should advance easily.
It's been fun watching Jeff the last few years, though. I mean, you know, another one of those real gentleman choppers.
Very consistent, too. Jeff doesn't make huge mistakes. Really good on the single saw, as most Canadians usually are.
And I like the fact that he and I both have a little gray in our beards.
Correct.
Well, okay, he little, me more. But it's still nice to know that there are other Canadians out there that have gray in their beards.
Again, Emil's only 24 years old, already has a silver medal in the individual format.
That's incredible.
Good.
So I got my Canadiana going on a little bit here, and the fact that he's got Canadian hockey tape on the lower part of his handle is one more step for me to say, okay, I got to be rooting a little bit for Jeff Larkin here. One, because he's Canadian. Two, because I think he's slightly the underdog in this matchup here. We'll see. I like Emil, though. He's a nice kid.
Okay, gentlemen.
And, you know, with consistency in his headspace, he can be devastating.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good start by Emil on that stock side. Got a bit of an angle on his cut, though, but nice cut by Jeff Larkin as well as they head to the underhand chop, and they start in sync on the underhand. Now, Emil's got a bit of pace there, but Jeff is chipping out some really nice pieces. Who's going to be onto that second side first? It's going to be Emil by 2 strokes on side number 2. Jeff Larkin right there with him with some powerful drivers on second side, and Emil is through. Jeff Larkin's got a little bit more work to do there. And there we go, and now he can move over to the single saw, but Emil's got a distinct advantage now, being a very, very good single sawyer, and he's using the entire length of that saw, tip to knuckles, and he is through quick. This is looking like it might be a very good time for Emil Hansen here. Jeff Larkin drops that cookie and comes over to the standing block chop now, but he is well and truly behind Emil Hansen as he moves over to the second side of his standing block chop. And Emil should be under a minute here if he can get that final couple of drivers. Oh, not quite. He bounced one there, and he had a bit of a stringy hit on that last one, but 102.79 for Emil Hansen, and unfortunately eliminates Jeff Larkin here in this heat. 113.64, and Jeff had a 107 and change, I believe, in the time trial.
Was really impressed with Emil's single bucking there. He's pulling a long saw. I'll be curious to find out if that is indeed a 6'4" saw, which is very aggressive to be running in 16-inch wood, but he was running that saw beautifully.
So
big long strokes, mowing off the wood.
I've just been informed we have an investigation. It's Emil Hansen.
On the floor and taking a hit.
So
what they're looking at here is, the rule is you cannot have a foot on the deck when the axe hits the wood in the underhand. It is deemed to be unsafe behavior.
Could you imagine if this DQ happened for Emil? Oh my goodness.
There are 11 official DQ codes for the trophy race, and according to the rules, which I read at length again, there are potentially another dozen or so violations. That looks like Emil's foot was not on the floor. We should have a good cut here.
Yeah, I think his foot was actually back on that loose log piece, and he just wanted to make sure that it was cut.
Max somewhere in the air, but not on the ground. But we'll find out in just a second.
So we made a video check for a potential rule infraction of striking the block on the underhand while stood on the floor. However, after assessing the video, the cut was good, and the winner is Emil Hansen.
Good to be lucky, lucky to be good. A breath of relief right there.
Just gonna say, sigh of relief,
who was
yeah.
probably sweating bullets for a couple of minutes there while the guys went over to do that video review. So no chance for a DQ move on for Jeff Larkin.
How is that, Cassidy, if you stand there and they go for the review? It must be horrible. And you've had that a number of times.
It is horrible, yeah. In the 2019 World Championship, they had about a 4-minute review for a potential wrenching call in the springboard. I knew I didn't wrench, but that's one of those rules where it's a judgment call. The language may not have been fully clear, and it is nerve-wracking, let me tell you that. Emil cuts a lot like Jack Jordan and Red Martineau. Big, heavy hits, putting a lot of weight on that axe. And there it is, that gorgeous single buck stroke.
It was so impressive.
Yeah, really throwing his whole body into it.
But I mean, of all of the disciplines that Emil is going to be really adept at, the one where his dad was absolutely monstrous at is the single saw, right?
Yeah, yeah. We had a good cut from Jeff here, just didn't quite have the pace and the power that we were getting from the young Swede.
And look at the crew. I mean,
speaking about pace.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a great crew here. We have to give them kudos on a regular basis because their job is very, very important. A lot of people underestimate what they have to do out there and how quickly that turnaround needs to be so that stage is ready to go for the next heats, not only for cleanliness, but for safety as well.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. And that's some amazing pictures we're getting from our drone. Great camera work this weekend. I mean, the scenery is amazing, but we've had some pictures absolutely fantastic.
Hero Square over there. And this area right there, that water that you actually see is an ice rink in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
So I know where I'm coming next winter.
Yeah, right. Might have to come back and do a little ice skating here in the winter.
Just waiting for Harry Potter to pop out of one of those windows.
Yeah, if not Harry, then one of his owls.
Okay, yeah, we'll take Matthias Klima and Danny Martin instead. That'd be big Harry Potters.
I was talking to Danny Martin earlier, and his principal goal here is to set a new German record, which I believe he's a second or two off.
He's lost about 15 kilos as well. I talked to him at breakfast the other day. I was like, man, you look like you lost a little bit of weight. And he's like, yeah, 15 kilos, shoulders out all proud. So, you know, good for him. And that's going to help him a lot as well with the endurance in this discipline, because when you're carrying extra weight, even if it's muscle weight, you know, you've got to move that and feed that, you know, and you know, a little bit more of a svelte form will definitely help in this particular discipline. He's still got the power, I think, but his weight loss could make a difference in how the rest of this heat goes.
Yeah, he's working closely together with his German sports school, and that seems to be working out really fine for him.
The athletes are given 1 minute to set up here before stock saw warm-up.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws.
So tail of the tape gives the advantage to Matthias Klima, the younger athlete of the two. But, like I said, it's a very motivated Danny Martin on the other side of the stage wearing black.
Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
So Danny Martin really quick with the saw into the wood. Matthias Klima also very good there as both those cookies drop at roughly the same time. We know that Danny Martin loves the motor saws and he's very good with them. Now he's got to prove his worth on the axe, on the underhand chop here. as Matthias Klima using his power, moving over to the other side, about a half stroke ahead of Danny Martin on the second side. Danny Martin looking good, some nice big chips flying out for him as well. Matthias getting a bit of a sticky axe there as Danny Martin tries to work his second side, and who's going to get through there first? It's going to be pretty much even, but it's Danny Martin getting to the single saw a little bit faster than Matthias Klima. Matthias got to work now to get that saw moving and try and get a good pace going on that single saw. Danny Martin looking very good on the single saw. Wow, that was a quick run for Danny Martin. 5.92, can that be right?
Matthias has his work cut out for him here. All Danny has to do is hard hit this cleanly, and he'll advance to the next round. We'll have our first upset of the day.
So Matthias Klima on that second side. Danny Martin well into that second side. Looks like Matthias shortcut the first side. Is that going to help him or hinder him? And it's going to be Danny Martin with a time of a 1:11.58. And Matthias has got his axe stuck in there, and he is eliminated, but he's still going to cut it off to get that time of 1:23.8. And that is a disappointed young man for Czechia.
We didn't see it on the live stream, but I think something happened with Matthias' single saw. There was a gap of time there. Danny also ripped through that single buck. I love Danny's single buck stroke. You see him really rocking the saw mid pull stroke, really cutting that near wood. That's the tutelage of J.P. Mercier creeping out there, and that saw loved that wood. Wonderful single buck cut from Danny.
I think that maybe was the winning moment for Danny at the single saw.
For sure.
Yeah, because you mentioned that very often the underhand is going to be your winning moment in this format. And in this case, I think they were pretty evenly matched up right to the single saw.
I mean, Danny actually beat him by a couple of hits there in the underhand. Danny was placing the hits. He took the block apart the way he wanted. He wasn't rushed at all.
Yeah. He didn't look panicked. Yeah,
no.
Like you said, wasn't rushed.
And it's not a German record, but Danny Martin's going on to the second round.
Yeah, he's got another chance to beat that one.
Looked like his character's coming out a little bit there.
Love the camera work. That's great.
Fast stock saw runs. That would seem pretty soft, and no one runs a stock saw better than Danny Martin.
Maybe we get a view here of what happened during that single saw.
All good on the start there. Look at that. Getting that far wood on the push stroke, getting that near wood on the pull stroke. Smooth as could be, handled that short wood spectacularly.
Markus Spengler is the name of the guy who sharpened his blades on the saw, I've been just told. So he must be happy with that, because that looked very competitive.
Yeah, I would be happy to own that single buck saw. I don't think that backside came off quite as fast as he wanted to, but fortunately he had built up a strong lead at that point.
Oh, yes. Pure joy.
And again, I'd be curious of what happened during Matthias' single saw. He must have hung the saw.
A little bit of emotion in there, hey?
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, winning when you're not expected to win is a joyful feeling.
Yeah, much sweeter than just doing your thing.
And when you have a great cut. That was a great, clean cut for Danny.
So now I really hope that Stubel Benche is going to enjoy his race, because it might be his first and his last, because he's going against Cody Steers, who is a beast.
Cody's on such a big run right now. He won the much coveted double at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. That's where you win the 15-inch hardwood underhand and standing in the same year. Only a handful of Australian legends have ever done that. Following that up with a dominant performance at the Australian Trophy. This guy's on fire right now.
Let's not forget, back in, I think it was 23, he represented Australia at the individual world championships as well. So he's definitely got the skills to pay the bills, as they say.
He is, and he's well balanced through all the disciplines. And the thing I really love about Cody is he's a much bigger guy at 115 kg But he's not strolling in between disciplines. He is full-on sprint, moving and shaking, has all those transitions perfectly choreographed.
I mean, we've said it before, but these transitions are way more important than you might think. If you just take the times for the cuts, nice. But some of these duels, when they're really close, they're going to be decided in the transitions.
Yeah, and it's something that I've noticed is that all the athletes have worked on their transitions. It used to be back in the day that some of the bigger guys would kind of take their time going in between. Sterling Hart kind of changed that up in 2016, using that athleticism he has to really cut time on those transitions. Good athletes took notice. They're all trying to move in between disciplines as fast as they can now.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws.
So no pressure on this young man right now with the audience.
No pressure at all.
I think basically he's just enjoying
to
this.
your timber.
He should, he should.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, listen to the crowd.
Good clean start by both of them. Nice
Good,
cut by
good.
Bence Strubel as he gets over to that underhand
Super
chop.
speed.
And watch Cody Steers' pace here as he gets into that block. Look at the chips fly away from that thing, moving to the second side now. Cody Steers is absolutely a machine. Bence Strubel looking very good on his second side. Cody Steers jogging over to that single saw now. Bence is through to the absolute rabid cheers of the fans here. And he's going to let that saw set into his gap a bit as Cody nearing the bottom of his cut. Bence looking pretty good as well. And Cody drops that cookie and moves over to standing block chop now.
Oh, the sound of that axe.
A lot of power in those swings.
Oh, yeah.
Safe to say that. Bence Strubel on his first side. Cody Steers should drop that block there at 106.15. Well, that is not a stellar time for Cody Steers, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. He has eliminated Bence Strubel from the competition and will move on to the quarterfinals, and that's where he can really drop the hammer. Bence Strubel is getting absolute support from the crowd. They don't really care at this point whether he's winning or losing. Look at the scream after that block goes. Absolutely fantastic support from the Hungarian crowd.
So that's going to be a warm-up run for Cody there. He had a pretty major hang-up in the single buck saw there.
And the winner
He's going to be
is
thinking about that a little bit.
Cody Steers.
Well, a bit like Matthias. Is that the same wood?
That is the same wood, yeah, and you know, you can't always blame the wood. You know, I'm sure he might even look at the replay to see what happens. He's such a skilled sawyer, he probably knows what happened. But yeah, I mean, that's a good warm-up round. That wood was a little bit harder than we've seen in past rounds. That standing block didn't come apart quite like you would expect for Cody. Again, for these top seeds, these first rounds can kind of be a get the blood flowing, get a feel for the stage, get a feel for the crowd, go through your routine, and really prepare for that quarterfinal round.
I love his transition though, just no pause at all. He's moving around as he's bringing the axe up for the downswing, and then he's in position and driving in. It's amazing.
Speedy and smooth like he's done it thousands of times before, which he has.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, which he probably has.
How important is that muscle memory, especially in the trophy format?
I mean, reps are everything. These top seeds here, they will have set up an exact same setup as the trophy here. And they probably will have done it mimicking both sides because they're mirror images of each other. And yeah, they will have everything choreographed like a dance routine. Where they set down the saw, how many steps they take to each discipline, where they're putting that safety block to grab the axe so Stepping onto the underhand is one swift motion onto it, raising the axe and coming down for that first hit.
So we are here down with Bence on the stage. Magyarul fogom kérdezni őt. Bence, hogy raktad össze ezt a 4 versenyszámot? Melyik volt az, ami legjobban ment, melyik, ami kevésbé? Hogy érzed az egészet összességében?
Sziasztok először, köszönöm szépen, hogy szurkoltatok. Köszönöm. Igazán egyébként az Underhand volt az a szám, amire úgy gondoltam, hogy legjobban megy. A singlebakkal viszont olyan állapotban vagyok, szóval az kivesz. Tehát ott tudtam, hogy ott kell küzdenem a levegőért. Aztán most ez sajnos így sikerül.
Oké, a családod itt van, gondolom, néznek téged. Milyen érzés volt a család, a barátok előtt szerepelni, és ilyen közönség előtt szerepelni?
Nagyon brutális élmény volt, tehát amikor előbb is hívtál fel minket, akkor is szó szerint átálltam a szőr, szóval hidegrázott. Köszönöm szépen!
Bence, nagyon szépen köszönöm, gratulálok, tisztes helytállás volt, szuperül teljesítettél, köszönjük szépen, pihent ki magad. Még egyszer hadd szóljon Bencének a taps. Just a short recap, of course, he was very, very happy to get this huge support from the audience, from the family who are here. And of course, he was really tired after the single buck. He wanted to have a better time, but this time it was a little bit slower than yesterday. But that was it for him. He was really, really happy to get the support. Thanks. Back to the studio.
That's beautiful to see, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think we can say it's safe to say there's a bright future for Bence Strubel in Hungarian timber sports as well as timber sports worldwide. Arguably not the best performance from Cody Steers, but Bence Strubel was right there in the mix. So he's going to learn from this experience, and they often say, you know, you learn more from losing than you do from winning. So this will be something that he'll be able to take to the bank and go, okay, what do I have to do to improve?
So that's going to be a nice one. Koen Martens taking on Glenn Pendleton.
Koen, the many-time Belgian champion in both the trophy and individual format, and all-around great guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
He just loves this sport and the people around it so much. And, you know, as long as you keep him fed, he's a happy man. And there's that routine that you were talking about, you know, like, as they say in German, the Bastelzunge, yeah? The tongue sticking out as he's placing his axe and to make sure that everything is exactly in the right position.
Yeah, and all these guys will have an exact spot that they're going to want to put that axe on top of the standing block. So again, they can move from the single buck over to the standing block, minimal amount of steps, grab that axe, and go right into that opening hit.
And I mean, those routines and those exact spots were only developed over years and years and years of seeing, okay, this place works, this doesn't work, let's try it here. No, I'm going to go back to here, that's my spot from now on, and just making sure that you've got it, like Floaty said, muscle memory.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your
choreographed
swords.
dance routine.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some of these athletes with a choreographed dancing routine.
Well, you can just watch Ferry Swan on Dancing with the Stars Sweden.
True, true.
I gave him a hard time about the costume he had to wear.
Stand to
I'm
your
not
timber.
surprised he did.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, nice start from Koen Martens there. Glenn Pendleton has got a pretty good cut going on here. He's not that far behind as he takes a little bit more time placing the axe down, turning it off, and Koen Martens has the driver advantage going on to the underhand chop here. Glenn Pendleton's very solid on the chopping disciplines. You can see he's done a good job of catching up to Koen Martens, moving on to the second side at pace with him now, and the two of them are more or less tied for the time here as Koen Martens gets through it a little bit ahead of Pendleton now, but Pendleton's very close behind him now. He could get an opportunity to catch up to Koen Martens here. Pendleton is a very, very strong single sawyer, and he looks like he's having a pretty good cut here so far. He also cuts opposite to the way the other guys do, facing the audience. Over to standing block chop, and they're pretty much even now.
What a fight.
Koen Martens with one or two drivers ahead of Glenn. A little bit of a pause for Koen on the second side, and that gave Glenn an opportunity to come around to that second side and maybe give him a chance to catch up and drop that block, but he's not going to do it today. It's going to be Koen Martens in 108.02 and Glenn Pendleton at 1.5, 2 drivers behind in 110.09.
Pretty clean cuts from both competitors here. I didn't see any major mistakes. Koen might have shorted the front on that standing block a little bit, but he did the work in the back and secured the win.
It was a good heat, though. I mean, both of these guys really, you know, using their distinct advantages to try and keep it close.
Yeah, and let's hear it for Glenn Pendleton. He looks like he's put on some muscle
Oh, the
over
winner
last
is-
year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Koen Martens!
And he's such a nice person. I really like Glenn Pendleton. He's
I mean, the whole Pendleton family,
cool.
you know, Zoe and Glenn and their parents, they're always together at these events, and you know, you see them there. They're always supporting each other, and it's just a really lovely situation when they're
super
all
positive
involved in
vibes,
it.
yeah.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing them all at the Great British Championships next week. It's going to be fun.
That indeed was a close race.
See, all the athletes are being very careful about setting that saw down, not dropping it.
Yeah.
Dropping it will get you a DQ.
We've also seen it happen where the saw ends up on its side, or it's, you know, it's not shut off properly and it's still running in the background. All grounds for DQ, so better to play it safe and be like one step shorter getting to the underhand chop than not.
Really nice single buck from Koen here again, using that full saw.
I didn't see any special celebration though. That's surprising.
He knows, he apparently he knew he was going to make it to the second round.
Oh, he's saving that for the second round.
Saving something up for
Okay.
us.
Yeah, it was two complete hits for Glenn behind Koen Martin. So yeah, tough break for Glenn, but he'll be back. He's young and talented, so we'll see him again on this stage for sure.
Yeah, and it feels like he's getting better and better every time you see him.
Yeah, I mean, there's these small improvements that you see along the way, whether it be in his single saw or his underhand or his standing block chop. You know, each of those little steps helps him in the individuals as well as in the trophy format. And long term, I think we're going to see Glenn on the podium at least a couple of times in the future.
So it's Matt Kogar up next, one of the favorites, and he'll take on Alessandro Ciapponi.
Ciapponi.
Oh, finally, I was waiting for you to say it.
Matt Kogar is coming off his third straight North American trophy win. Had a great final heat against former world champ Nate Hodges. That race was back and forth. There were like 3 or 4 lead changes. Nate got to the standing block first. Matt caught him with a hero cut. Really fun to watch.
A hero cut.
A hero cut. You're going to see from Matt a similar run you saw from Jack Jordan. You're going to see big, heavy hits, really focusing on that technique and cutting clean. You will not see forced or fast transitions. He's looking to get a good warm-up here, cut clean, get that confidence for the quarterfinal round.
That saw looks like it's going into the wood nicely for Matt Kogar.
Yeah, Matt Kogar really is one of the best at axe and saw selection. He knows this wood. He's been coming over here for 15 plus years. Has an absolute arsenal of equipment. One of the coolest things about Matt is any question you ask him about wood or axe selection, he'll give you a straight up answer. He's a really caring individual like that.
An encyclopedia, yeah?
Yeah.
Much like yourself.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws.
Encyclopedia, I meant, not carrying.
I don't know my gear nearly as well as Matt Koger either.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good start by both of them into that stock saw. Very nice cut from Alessandro as he heads over to the underhand chop. Good pace by Matt Kogar. Not wasting much energy or time with the axe there as he moves to the second side. Alessandro about 3 drivers behind Matt on his second side now, chipping out nicely though. And Matt already moving towards that single saw. Chiappone's got a little bit of work cut out for him here as we can already see that or hear that single saw in the background from Matt Kogar working. And he's, a huge bow for Matt Kogar. That could have gone dangerously bad for him if that cookie had broken off, but he left a fair amount of wood there. So, yeah, he's obviously feeling safe. And Chiappone, a little bit more than halfway through, gets a little bit sticky as Matt Kogar working on his standing block, and Chiappone moves to standing as well. And it looks like both of them are kind of pushing each other, but more than anything, that's a nice time for Matt Kogar, 57.67. Chiappone just passing the minute mark here, moves to that second side. What do you think, 8 hits on the first side there? Were you counting, Hasni?
I was not, but that looks like an 8 or a 10 hit front.
Personal best for Chiappone, and he's happy about that. 112.76 compared to his previous 116.94, so that's a good improvement. And I think that the fact that he was on stage with Matt probably helped him push along a little bit.
And Matt Koger with the fastest time in the round of last 16, even faster than Jack Jordan.
And that's with a pretty big hang in the single block.
So he's definitely saying, hello, I'm here too. You know, I came to Budapest not to become second, but to take home the trophy.
Matt Koger!
Yeah, I mean, I can see where, Jack and Matt are kind of on a collision course with each other here.
Yeah, they are.
Jack started the heats and Matt's kind of ending them, right? So.
Right. Was Matt the 2 or the 3 seed coming in?
I'll tell you that in a second here.
I believe it was 2.
3.
3?
3. So they
would
meet in the medal round if they are going to meet. So we saw exactly what I would expect from Matt, a clean, conservative cut. All the axe disciplines went great, big, heavy hits. Classic 8-hit front on the underhand from Matt. It's like one opening round in the back, and then he went straight to driving, Matt Koger style. The single buck, he did have a hang-up. The only reason I'm not quite as keen on Matt winning today as I am Cody and Jack is, Matt can have problems in the single saw. It's kind of been a constant throughout his career that every now and then he either hangs that saw mid-cut or even breaks the cookie off at the end. And Matt Koger's serious face is a very, very serious thing.
Resting serious face.
He's the textbook for resting serious face.
I love that reaction from Alessandro Chiappone, though. He knew he lost that heat. He knew he's out, but he was still happy about getting a personal best. So that's a great way to end it for him on a positive note.
A personal best on a beautiful stage and a beautiful evening like we have here today. That's great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nothing to add to that. That's great. And we have one more heat, guys. Matt Coffey against Alexandre Meurice. One of these 2 guys will also make it to the quarterfinals.
I watched some of the action from Matt Coffey at the Australian Trophy. This kid is guns out, absolutely fantastic. I think that it's not going to be long before we see Matt Coffey really challenging all of the big names in Australia for that top spot on the podium to either become the representative in the individual or to be that guy that they're looking at for the trophy. He is that talented,
A very dynamic athlete, great in all disciplines, cuts a wicked springboard, really working on his sawing. I expect big things from him in the future and even tonight, potentially.
And whoever wins this is going to go against Matt Kogar in the quarterfinals. So that's going to be a banger.
Yeah, Matt did have a pretty serious hang-up in the time trial. He shut the saw off before the stock saw cut was complete. That's in anticipation of a fast transition. I've seen that before, but he had the wherewithal to restart the saw, finish the cut. You know, I think that was potentially a 6 or 7 second mistake. You would subtract it from his time trial time. He's right there in the mix with our top 3 guys.
And you have to know that he thought about that all night long, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he thought about it and he told himself, there's no way I'm doing that tomorrow.
Exactly. The stove is on, don't burn your hand twice.
And of course, Alexandre, he must be in a good mood. His girlfriend winning silver in the Women's World Championship.
Gentlemen,
so nothing
warm up your saws.
And his axes have been performing great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you can talk about axes and geek out all day long. It's great.
Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, good pickup by Matt Coffey. Big fat cookie, leaving himself a less material to cut with that single as he heads over to the underhand chop and gets right to work. Alexander Maurice right there with them, though. And look at the pace of Matt Coffey on that first side, switching to the second side now and keeping pace on that second side. Alexander Maurice took a lot of hits on that first side and now finally moves to that second side. But I think we're going to see Matt Coffey on that single saw fairly quickly, and there he goes. Looking good. 28-40 cut on the underhand. Alex Maurice is very good on single saw, so this may be a bit of a catch-up for Alex. Matt Coffey getting close to the bottom, and Alex Maurice right there with him. One push away, and they both move over to the standing block chop. Pretty on point with each other. Matt Coffey looking good as he sets that first side and goes over to the second side, number 2, and he's just passing the minute mark. May not be the best time in the world, but I believe Matt Coffey should get through this one, and he does in 106.52. That last hit was a little bit of a strange one. It almost looked like it fell off. 116.29 for Alex Maurice, and he is unfortunately eliminated from action tonight as Matt Coffey will move on, and as you mentioned, Floaty take on Matt Kogar in the quarterfinal.
An interesting round for Matt Coffey there. It looks like the either the single buck wood was really hard. We did get a block change from that last round. Again, all the wood in these rounds is even. Each competitor has blocks that came out of the same tree right next to each other. But
it's still a nature product, so
yeah,
there might be
but
slight differences.
That the single buck saw didn't seem to love that wood, and yeah, Matt just didn't look quite as fast as I would expect out of it, especially in the first round.
Let's take a look back at it here.
That's a massive cookie.
I think Matt was a little conservative in his transitions here, kind of saving those fast transitions for the next round potentially. Cut a great underhand. Matt does come from a wood chopping family. His father won some of the big competitions in Australia, also a premier axe finisher in Australia. We haven't even talked about that mustache or mullet yet.
I'm surprised, actually. Had a lot of talk about that in the time trial.
Well, there's two guys with fantastic mustaches here. Matt Coffey is one of them. The other one is Mikael Grunwald, who competed in the rookies earlier yesterday.
So there we have it. Who proceeds to the quarterfinals? Jordan, Dubitsky, Hansen and Martin, Steers and Martens and Koga against Coffee.
And there you see our lineups as well. As we look at that quarterfinal mix, it's going to be quite interesting. Jack Jordan up against Mika Dubitsky. Dubitsky obviously very, very motivated to do well here, and knowing that he's going up against the world champion, three-time world champion, is going to motivate him even more. Can the Axe Machine do it against the three-time world trophy? I don't know. That's a tough call.
But who can?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, Jack Jordan is undefeated. Michael Dubitsky is an axe machine. We have a great race ahead of us.
Yeah, we do indeed. Also in heat number 10, or the second heat in the quarterfinal, Emil Hansen, Danny Martin. These two guys have battled against each other in the past as well. And again, it's going to come down to who's feeling it on the day. I kind of have to give the nod to Emil Hansen at this point. Nothing against Danny Martin. I think he's performing really well. I might be wrong. And only time will tell in that case. Yeah.
And let me mention that Matt Koga had the fastest time in this round of 16. He was even faster than Jack Jordan. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, the quarterfinal round here is where it starts to get real.
Yeah.
So it looks like our team is almost set for the quarterfinals. Jack Jordan against Michael Dubitsky, Emil Hansen versus Danny Martin, Cody Steers against Koen Martens, and Matt Koga against Matt Coffey. That's quite a lineup for a quarterfinal, guys. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm most intrigued about the Emil Hansen, Danny Martin round. Danny cut that first round great. He's going to have a lot of confidence. And yeah, expect that to be closer than you might think.
Yeah, and he sees the chance to make it to the semifinals. That would be something very special for him. And he's going to give it all. He's going to leave it all out there, I promise.
All right, first seed coming up, Jack Jordan, Mika Dubitsky.
Any of the past years, I would say that this is going to be a close race. Mikhail Dubitsky did not look like he has the normal zip that we've seen in the past from him in that first round.
A few years ago at the European Championship, he tore up his arm pretty bad inside, and he was wearing this pressure cast. But that healed, and he came back stronger than ever, winning the European trophy. So, yeah, if he's on point and if he's feeling all good about how things are going today, he will push Jack to the absolute limit. And I think maybe this is where Jack can't really sit back and go, yeah, I can pace myself a bit here. He knows that Mika Dubitsky is going to be looking at him and going, you know?
Yeah, all the warm-up rounds are over. Jack's going to want to set a good pace.
Warm-up rounds are over, yeah.
Start showing us what he can really do out here.
And all the way to the last discipline, standing block chop. This is not where you can, just calm down, because Dubitsky in that discipline, oh, he's a killer.
We are officially in the zero chill zone.
Thank you for that, yeah.
The thing that I would be interested to see how it pans out here is I kind of feel like these guys are evenly matched up in the stock saw and the single saw, where I think the difference maker is going to be, is what you said, is the underhand chop, and Dubitsky tends to have a fast pace on his underhand chop and just goes in with power and doesn't worry about the accuracy.
Yeah, it's a contrast of styles. Dubitsky can slap him in sometimes. Jack Jordan, very heavy, methodical, precise.
Athletes ready! Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Dead even start by both guys. Who's got the clean cut here? Both of them dropping that cookie at the same time, moving over to that underhand chop. Now watch the pace of Mika Dubitsky. Oh. He is quick. Jack Jordan is clean and efficient, though. Both of them over to the other side, and Dubitsky not holding any bones at all here as he gets through there. Oh my goodness, Jack Jordan got in there while Dubitsky got stuck. Now coming to that single saw, Dubitsky's got a little bit of work cut out for him as Jordan sees what's happening behind him, looking through those eyes in the back of his head, and he knows that Dubitsky is an absolute beast on the standing block chop. And they are together on standing block chop. Almost a little mistake.
No way.
Pulling that axe off of the block, and Dubitsky is not holding anything back. He is going to push Jordan for every centimeter of wood out of that block. Will Jordan be able to do it? Will Jordan hold off Dubitsky? He'll do it. And it's another world record. Oh, there goes another chaser of beer for your boys back home. Unbelievable run from Jack.
I mean, that was an early push on the stop button of the time, so we have to wait if this is confirmed as a world record.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
What a race. What a race. And Dubitsky's super happy with his performance. And Cassidy, he can be, huh?
Yeah, I mean, both athletes turned up every aspect of their race.
Yeah.
Their fast transitions, faster pace on their hits and strokes. Jack Jordan was on world record pace there. I knew it coming off the single buck. I do have to agree with Floaty. I think there was an early push there.
It looked like it.
But regardless...
Yeah, okay, 53.22, not a world record, but a season's best, so that's a unbelievable performance by both of those gentlemen.
Yeah.
What a quarterfinal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Round of applause for Michael Dubitsky running a 55.
That could have been a final any other year.
Easily. Brilliant.
I mean, you can't say much about the stock saw. Both those guys dropped the cookies at pretty much the same time.
They did. The first thing I noticed was how much faster Jack got over the underhand. And again, Jack, one of the best underhand cutters in the world. That's where he won the race today.
But you can see, while Dubitsky was cutting, his chips weren't just flying off, they were flying off into the water.
Yeah, but the comeback here was incredible from Dubitsky.
I mean, Dubitsky was 3 drivers behind because he got his axe stuck in there as he moved over to that single buck, and he did a great job on the single buck. I don't think there's anything relaxed about his hands on that thing. He's gripping, he's probably denting the metal handle.
He never got the memo about a loose grip, guaranteed.
Yeah, a couple of really heavy, sticky axes in that heap on the underhand, and then finally on the standing block. Difference maker, maybe.
Beautiful pictures again. Budapest. Host of 3 incredible competitions this weekend. The Rookies World Championship, amazing. We've just seen the very first Women's World Championship, and now the STIHL Timbersports World Trophy 2026. And that last quarterfinal was just promising a lot for the semi-final.
Yeah,
and
if
the
that
final.
sets us up for any action that's coming, it's going to be a mad dash to the finish line here.
Emil had the 3rd best time in the round of 16. But Danny Martin seems to be on a mission.
Yeah, he definitely punched above the weight we were expecting to him on that first round. But, you know, we really shouldn't be that surprised. Danny's a very precise cutter. He's very committed to his craft. Sure, he'd rather be running a hot saw right now, but he definitely came to play today.
Yeah, he's I don't know what the word in English anymore is for ehrgeizig, but he's highly motivated. You know, definitely wants to challenge for those top positions on the podium every time he gets out there, regardless of whether it's an individual competition or if it's a trophy format.
So there's the world record, there's the seasonal best.
Who owns those?
I wonder.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws. Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, didn't even start. Emil Hansen, Danny Martin. Both cookies dropping at the same time. Both of them moving to the underhand chop at the same time. Now it's going to come down to who gets through here first, who's more efficient on those cuts. Emil Hansen moving to the second side ahead of Danny Martin by 2 strokes. 2 strokes ahead now for Emil Hansen on side number 2. A bit of a sticky axe for Danny Martin on the other side. Emil Hansen is through it, heading over to the single saw now. Oh, a huge advantage for Emil Hansen now moving to a discipline where he is very strong. Danny Martin going to try and catch up here, but it's going to be a tough job with Emil Hansen getting to the bottom of that block and moving to standing now. Good drivers, bit sticky there for Emil. Not really bothering him too much as he switches to the other side. Danny Martin working hard on that first side. Shortcut the first side, I believe, there as he moves to the second side to try and get through there. Huge sticky axe for Emil Hansen. He slipped through on that one, but he finally does it in 104.72. Got a little bit scary there for him at the end. And Danny Martin does it in 108.58. I think it's actually going to be like 109 and change.
I would have loved to see Emil's third space on that last swing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think it probably went a little red and then cool, yeah.
But all good in the end.
Yeah, nice cut from Emil. What I really noticed there was that underhand. That block just came apart. He was really, really hard hitting it. And that's the strategy some of these guys use. They'll slow their pace and focus on big, heavy, accurate hits. And that was working for him in that underhand.
So unfortunately, Danny Martin is out, but we will hear from him after we take a look at these slow-mos.
Emil Hansen!
So Emil Hansen goes from the quarterfinals to the semifinals. So that means Emil Hansen will meet up with Jack Jordan in semifinal number 1. That's going to be fun to watch. If you're Hans-Ove Hansen, Cassidy, what are you saying to your boy Emil as he walks back there, knowing that he's going to be going up against Jack Jordan in the semis?
I would keep it really simple and tell him, Emil, go out and race your own race.
Yeah.
Go out and cut every element how it should be cut, given the wood that you receive in this round. And fast transitions, don't worry about the 3-time undefeated world champion on the other side. Go out and race your own race.
It's also the guys that don't make it to the next round, their times equate to points for the season tally as well. So this is something that we have to consider, right?
Yeah, and prize money. I mean, you know, say the guys that went out in the second round, they will still get placed 5th through 8th. And the prize money does differ there. Two great single buck cuts. We have 2 great technicians here.
So we'll see Emil Hansen and hear from Danny Martin right now.
So I'm here down with Danny Martin. I'm going to make an interview with him in German. Danny, das war sehr knapp. Du wolltest die deutsche Rekord schlagen, hat ganz knapp nicht geklappt. Woran hat das gescheitert?
Ja, woran hat es gelegen? Ein Schlag zu viel, ganz knapp wieder am Rekord. Die letzten 3 Jahre geht es mir schon so, aber ich bin total happy. Top 8 der Welt, jetzt knapp gegen Emil auszuscheiden. Also ich bin echt zufrieden, was die Vorbereitung gebracht hat. Auch Sportschule Kinema, danke Sepp Maurer, der hat heute Geburtstag. Danke, dass er hier ist und ja, ich glaube, da geht noch was in den nächsten 1-2 Jahren.
Alles klar, vielen Dank. Du hast deine Familie hier oder zu Hause? Zu Hause, die schauen sich sicher zu, oder?
Ja, sicher. Christina, danke schön, dass du mir immer die Daumen drückst, immer mir die Kraft gibst zu trainieren, immer bei mir bist. Danke dich, ich liebe dich.
Dankeschön, Danny Martin. Vielen Dank. Thank you very much. So he was just 1 shot away from getting the German record. It was really, really close. Didn't come out this time, but he was really happy, and he was, really, really supported also here and also from the family at home. So thank you very much. Back to the studio.
So a lot of love and emotion in the air. I mean, not only from Danny Martin, but obviously from our camera guys, you know.
Yeah.
enjoying themselves.
Found some friends in the water.
Yes.
A couple of mermaids on a boat.
When in doubt, pan to the pretty girl.
Yeah, right. There you go. All right, so Danny Martin, he is eliminated from contention here today against Emil Hansen. Emil Hansen, as mentioned, will go up against Jack Jordan in the semi-final number 1, and that means we are down to 2 remaining heats here in the quarter-final, and that's Cody Steers and Koen Martens and Matt Kogar and Matt Coffey. I think we should do our commentary from up there next time in that balloon.
I'm not sure if I'd be too happy about that.
Right. Afraid of heights.
Don't like those heights, no. But it looks beautiful, I have to say.
It's our first chance here to see, you know, how fast can Cody send it.
Yeah, and I feel like he's not been at the peak of his game so far, so this would be the right time just before the semi-final to say, hey guys, you know, this is
Yeah,
what
I mean, I don't think he'll turn up the pace fully, but it's going to be faster. He's going to be moving on those transitions, and he's really going to be looking to have a clean single buck cut after that big hang in the first round.
Do you, as a competitor, knowing who's on the stage opposite you, think, okay, I can notch it down or I have to notch it up?
Definitely. I mean, they don't say that, but that is how they operate.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Cody knows what he's capable of, and yeah, I mean, what you likely see here is, you know, Cody going hard from the start. But if he comes off at underhand, you know, 5-6 seconds ahead, then he'll go back to that, you know, precise, clean strokes.
Save a little bit of energy and settle it down.
Save a little bit of energy
gentlemen.
and just make sure that you're cutting.
Warm up your swords!
But the other side of it is you can't really underestimate the guy that's opposite you either, right? I mean, there's 2 sides to that coin.
Yeah, and you know, Cody's only going to change pace if he knows he has a comfortable lead.
Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good start by both gentlemen on the stalk saw. Gets a clean cut. Cody Steers keeping it easy as he steps towards the underhand chop and gets going. They pace each other nicely, but some big chips coming out of Cody's block.
Wow.
He'll switch over to the other side now. Koen Martens 1-2 strokes behind him on that second side. Was a little bit gingerly about getting started on that second side. Hung for a while and then went for it. And Cody Steers with the advantage heading towards that single buck now. Koen Martens not that far behind. He can do a bit of catching up here if he's clean on that single saw. But Cody Steers so quick now as he's got a very solid cut happening. And he'll drop that cookie and head towards the standing block chop. Probably gave the side eye over towards Koen Martens to see where he was at. Koen Martens now stepping to standing block as Cody is deep into that first side of his standing block and switches over to side number 2. I don't think we're going to see an under a minute time here from this guy, but it's still a time that's going to win him this heat. 1:02.28 for Cody Steers. Koen Martens not that far off the pace here as he tries to dig into that second block. Oh, 1 driver too many there to get it to 110, but he got 113 and change.
Great cut from Cody. He did pick up the pace a little bit, and most importantly, had a clean single buck cut.
And I was carefully watching that because you said that, Cassidy, and it really seemed like he was focusing on that cut so precisely.
And the winner is Cody Steers!
And did a great job.
So great job by Cody Steers to move himself on to the semifinal. Now the question is, will it be Matt Kogar or Matt Coffey that he'll go up against in that semifinal? Now, I love myself an upset. And I would never want to see one or the other guy go out at my behest. But I kind of feel like Matt Coffey is going to be running on a very nice high at the moment. A little bit of confidence may go a long way, and with what you've told me about Matt Kogar struggling with that single saw from time to time, if Matt Coffey can keep everything nice and clean, could we potentially see him taking out Matt Kogar in this one? It's going to be a confusing run for me to call Matt, and Matt.
I'd be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw that look in Matt Kogar's eye in that second round, and I'm pretty sure Matt Kogar's dialed in right now. It's really hard to beat Matt Kogar when he's dialed in. But again, Matt Coffey, great young athlete, rookie world champion, third place Australian trophy. Expect a close race.
And that's what we're here for. A great competition for close races and these kind of chops that we just saw in slow motion.
Those are one of those moments right there where you see that axe go through and then the block is just still sitting there and it's like, ah!
Why?
Interesting note in that standing block cut for Cody, he opened a massive chip on the front side, which with massive slope, and I don't know if that's totally intentional. When you open a really big chip like that, it can be a bit harder for those chips to come out. It'll be interesting to see if Cody stays with that 8-hit pattern and a massive chip, or he tightens it up into a smaller chip 6-hit pattern on these future rounds.
All right, pit crew almost done on stage there. Everything looks to be more or less ready. Final checks from our stage manager as the guys head out, and we will put one more heat on deck here in the quarterfinal, and that's the two Matts, the bookends, Matt Kogar and Matt Coffey. So let's see if Coffey's got the caffeine to do it, or if Kogar can claw his way through.
Oh, okay, I'll take that. Oh, it's getting nice and dark now in the arena.
The battle of the mustache versus the timber goatee. We are about 200 yards here from the Hero Square.
Yep.
And if you've been out there, you would notice that every single one of those Hungarian heroes has a rockin' mustache.
Oh, yes.
Big and bold. In fact, the only hero that doesn't have a mustache is a guy who is naked holding a giant golden globe.
All right.
You mean Atlas?
Pick your swagger. The athletes have 1 minute to set up here. The majority of that will be dedicated to setting that single buck cut, making sure you clean the chips out of it. Those chips can hang you up on that first stroke if you don't clean them out.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws.
So Matt Kogar on the left-hand side in blue, Matt Coffey on the right-hand side in green and yellow.
Athletes, ready.
This is for a semifinal position.
To your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good pickup on that stock saw. Slight advantage for Matt Coffey as he heads to the underhand chop. Steps down though, so that costs him a driver and gives Matt Kogar the opportunity to switch to that other side quickly. About one stroke ahead of Matt Coffey on that second side here. Let's see who can get through that block. It's going to be Matt Kogar looking relaxed as he sets himself over to the single saw. Matt Coffey comes to the single saw now, about pull, 1, 2, 3 pulls behind Matt Kogar. Coffey looking good though. Almost looks like he's got a bit of a shorter saw, doesn't he? Kogar moving towards that standing block now. Coffey pushing hard. Kogar onto the second side. Coffey to a straight cut there, and now he moves to his second side. Kogar's got it, 58.63. Good time. He eliminates Coffey, but he's got a personal best in 102.74. Now,
Well done.
Coffee made him work for every step of that one, didn't he?
He did. He kept Matt on his toes, but Matt just consistently built a lead from the underhand out.
Yeah. I mentioned that it looked like Coffee had a bit of a shorter single saw. Is that maybe correct?
Yeah, I think he does have a shorter single saw. He also has a shorter, faster stroke. Matt stretching it out a little bit more.
So with a shorter single saw, could you theoretically go with more aggressive teeth? 2 and 3?
Yeah, but the biggest difference is that a shorter saw is going to have less weight, so less pressure from the saw on the teeth. The shorter the saw, typically the faster the stroke you'll see, but they're cutting less wood every stroke.
Okay, so that would mean an aggressive tooth would be maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's all personal preference, and you got to work with the saws you have. I don't know how many crosscut saws Matt Coffey has. Yeah, there's that look of determination from Matt Koger.
Yeah, but Coffey started off really well.
He did, and that's kind of where he started to lose it right there, that step. That cost a second.
And the rhythm.
Yeah, you can't give Matt Koger anything in the underhand. Matt is so consistent in the underhand shot.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Beautiful dusk sky coming our way for these last few heats. A little bit of a hang up
He
there.
did have a slight hang there at the bottom, and that's in that zone where if that disc is thinner and the hang's a little bit bigger, that's where you get that broken cookie scenario. Great standing block cut from Matt, tremendous block awareness. He always knows when to drive.
I'm here on the stage with Matt Coffey. Matt, there's something should be in the air in Australia producing such a great timber sport athletes. It's your second time here at the trophy. How different was it this time?
Yeah, no, it was a fair bit different. I was a little bit more organised, a little less nerves after the first one, but a little bit off balance in that underhand, but other than that, it was all right.
All right, what was the time that you were aiming for?
What was that? I missed that one, sorry.
What was the time that you were aiming for, if there was any?
I was aiming for sub 1 minute, but 1:02 will have to do me for this year. We'll see how we go next.
All right, do you have your family here or watching at home? Where are they?
Yeah, they're all at home. They're all up at 3. Well, I've been up since about 2:30, 3 a.m. They're all watching me, so it's pretty good. And yeah, thanks for watching me and supporting me. Thank you.
Matt, thank you very much. It was a great pleasure to see you. Thank you very much. Back to the studio.
So that gives us the chance to take a closer look at the semi-finals that are coming up. Here we have the winners of the quarterfinals proceeding to the semis. So Jordan against Hansen and Stiz versus Koga. Nice,
That semifinal
nice.
number 2 is going to be very interesting, yeah? Emil Hansen's got his work cut out for him against Jack Jordan, and barring, I would say, a major faux pas or flub by Jack Jordan, I think we have to give the advantage to Jack on that one. Cody Steers, Matt Kogar is going to be the interesting heat here, because we're seeing two guys that are really on pace with each other right now. Wouldn't you agree?
I would 100% agree. That kind of is a toss-up race. Again, I think it's going to come down to who can keep the momentum in that single buck and get out of it into the standing block first.
Yeah.
Just one mistake and Emil will be there. I just want to say this.
Just pointing that out. I'm with you 100%. I mean, these are two good heats that are coming up in our semifinals, so it's going to be fun to watch for sure. We definitely have our advantages here, but yeah, let's see how it goes when we get to actual racing.
This is starting to look a little romantic.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be romantic at all.
I was just going to say, there's nothing romantical about these two heats at all. No love lost when it comes to competition. What I will say on that note, though, is these guys really are a family outside of being on stage with each other. Once they're on stage, you know, there is just the competition in mind, but you see a lot of camaraderie in the backstage area. Guys from other countries are helping each other with their saws, with their axes, you know, with their wood choices, with their axe choice for wood. So it's a really, really nice familial feel in the backstage. But when you get on stage here, you can see it in their faces. It's all about the game.
It's so much fun. So many of these athletes have a great sense of humor, but no time for
just
for
not Jack Jordan. He's not a funny guy at all.
Okay. First semi-final of the STIHL Timbersports World Trophy 2026.
Two very similar styles here. Big, deliberate hits, long strokes of the saw. Jack Jordan just does it a little bit better, but again, if he makes one or two mistakes, Emil's going to be right there with him.
4 athletes, 3 medals at stake.
I mean, he's got 3 world trophies under his belt. Do you think he's worrying about what happens here, or is it like, oh, I have a target on my back, I really need to perform, or is it just like, yeah, whatever happens, happens?
I think it's the latter. I don't think he's worried at all. I think he's a very confident athlete. He knows his skills.
True, yeah.
I get that feeling as well from talking to him. You know, I was like, I gave him a hard time about the helmet that he wore during the intro and stuff, and he was like, yeah, it wasn't really all that comfortable, and yeah, he didn't seem like he was too stressed about it.
When we were filming that, he was so easy. He was so cool.
He's the current 3-time trophy champion,
well,
the current individual champion. Like, how could you not be relaxed?
How could you not be confident? Yeah.
Has anybody done it back to back to back to back?
No.
Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's been done 3 times before, but not 4 times.
Emil Hansen with a good cut. He moves quickly on the other hand.
The heat is on.
Yeah, and Emil's got nothing to lose. Like, no one's going to cry foul on you because you went too hard against Jack Jordan.
That makes sense.
Emil looking good, though. Jack looking good on the other side as well. He's through his block as he heads towards the single saw. A little bit of a rough start, and this is where Emil has a chance to catch up. He's a very good single sawyer. I've said this so many times, and you can see already he's made pace here.
Oh,
Jack
wow.
at the bottom of his cut. Emil,
Yeah!
oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is going to be an interesting finish here. We know Jack is very solid on that standing block. Good Emil, but he's not letting him have 1 inch of space at all. The pressure is absolutely on for Jack Jordan. He needs a big solid hit, and he's got it in a 55.36. Emil Hansen will do it in a 59.58, and that'll be a national record for Sweden and Emil Hansen. What a race that was, though. And talk about playing up. Emil Hansen stepped it up a notch in that one, and what a result for him as well. Fantastic.
How many hits on the reverse side for Jordan?
4, 3? I wasn't. I was watching Emil.
2 or 3 more, and boom.
Yeah, whether Emil was going to potentially catch up there. Whew. Great cut from both athletes. Jack Jordan showing why he's the undefeated 3-time champion.
But I love that comeback on the single saw from Emil Hansen. Oh, that was so amazing.
Just a big, long, beautiful, powerful stroke on that single buck.
And the winner is Jack Jordan.
So Emil Hansen will go to the consolation heat.
Yeah, and that was a great run by Emil. I mean, showing why he is one of the top young European talents and what I suspect will be the first European champion in the future for the World Trophy or the individual format World Championship.
I mean, he's already won silver, which was
He's already won silver. He's only 24 years old.
And he's got a really, really good coach to help him.
Great coach.
Yeah, so...
Who I also secretly want to be my Timbersports dad!
So actually, Emil was faster through that single, or that, that stock saw.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And he got to the underhand pretty quickly. No step down, no loss of balance. He started on the underhand ahead of Jack.
This Jack Jordan is so good on the underhand chop. It's
one driver difference between them on the transition to the second side.
Then I think it was 2 before.
This is where I was so impressed with Emil. I mean,
look at that stroke on Emil.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Just cutting all that near wood, all that far wood.
Right there. I mean, it was as close as it gets coming from behind as he was.
It's a 5-hit back for Jordan there. 6 and 5, I think. Yeah.
Wow. That's a little bit of power right there.
Just a little bit, Troy.
Oh, how good was that semi-final?
Emil Hansen, you know, he had that grimace on his face at the end, but I think he can be extremely pleased with that time that he got with a 59:35 national record, under a minute. That's a target that everybody that's competing here wants to have, is that under a minute, and then start to improve from there.
That's what you see from these top athletes too. They don't get tired every round, they get warmed up and faster every round.
Which is really impressive.
Yeah, that comes down to peaking at just the right time. You know, your off-season training, and then your national competitions to make sure that you're at peak when it comes to these world stages and this big opportunity to go up against all the rest of the world.
Getting ready for semi-final number 2. Cody Steers versus Matt Koga.
This will be interesting because we haven't seen fully what each one of these guys is capable out here of today, but just you wait. Fireworks are going to happen.
54.84 versus 54.68. How close can he be together? Oh my word.
We'll find out.
Yep, we will.
This could be another one of those very interesting heats that's going to come down to who is the guy that makes the most mistakes.
And don't blink. We're going to be under 60 seconds for this race.
Either that or it's going to be a real dog and pony show where these guys are still hitting after a minute 30. No, I don't think that's going to happen. That's my prediction.
See Matt lifting the saw a little bit, using the rakers to clear those noodles out of the starter cut. Very important for the setup here.
Oh, you can feel the tension.
I think that's just your belt.
Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe that.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws.
See both guys taking 0 chances on a safe start, electing to start the saw on the ground with a foot in the back handle.
Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, yes. Even start. Again, bang on, look at that. Not much difference between the two at all. Underhand chop, working it.
Oh my word.
Cody Steers is quick. Both to the second side at the same time. They're on pace with each other right now. Who's going to get through and head over to that single saw first? It's going to be Matt Kogar. Cody Steers is in a little bit of trouble here. He's got to work hard on that single saw and not make any mistakes. But on the flip side, as you mentioned, Cassidy, Matt needs to be very careful at the bottom of the cut here and not get a little bit too wild. But he's looking clean. He's dropped that cookie, and he is on standing block chop with an advantage. Cody Steers has some power here on the standing block chop. Both of them to the second side at the same time. Oh my goodness, this may be closer than we think. Oh! It's going to be Matt Kogar with a 54.89. Cody Steers struggling to get through that block. He's tired, and he's taken the whole thing out. And he's got himself a 101.78 and change. I think we're going to see more. And he is absolutely spent.
Yeah. Gave it all out there.
Great run from both athletes, but yeah, Cody was just missing something there. Looks like he had a little bit of trouble in his underhand. May have shorted the front a little bit. Matt Kogar just precise and deliberate and downright fast.
I'll be looking forward to hearing your comments during the slow-mos because, I mean, from my perspective, it was bang on right up until they stepped away from the underhand chop.
Matt Kogar!
Great race. 53.92, the correct time.
North American record.
Wow.
So we've got a national record. What about a North American record? Does that count as a beer chaser as well?
A beer chaser for sure.
A beer chaser as well. Okay, good.
Beer chaser.
Just so we know.
If you haven't already died of alcohol poisoning after the women's
For all you folks that are wondering what the heck
World
we're talking about
Championship.
here, we have a bunch of people back in the States that are drinking a shot after each national record, and the women's had about, I don't know, 20. So there's going to be some partying going on back in the USA at the moment.
Guys, the fastest time in the semi-final, Matt Kogar again.
Mm-hmm.
So it is possible.
Doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, but it means something. It is possible.
I think this is a head game at this point now. And if Matt Kogar goes back and says to Jack, hey, see my time? And then walks away from him, then that's where the real head games start in the back.
But he's been really performing, Matt Kogar.
He has, yeah, and every discipline there was just spot on. He made the correct decision every chance he had.
Notice that Cody didn't cut on the marks that he made. Was that a mistake?
I think Cody got a little tired.
Yeah.
He didn't look at the same form that he had a few weeks ago at the Australian Championship. He did shortcut his front of his standing block there. Guys do that sometimes, hoping it'll pay off in a faster cut. It usually doesn't.
But I think it was the right decision because he was behind.
I mean, he had nothing to lose. Matt had a solid lead, and you know, Matt's not going to make mistakes in the standing block.
Yeah. So we do have our final and our small final set. The small final will be between Emil Hansson and Cody Steers, who we just saw compete there and looked very, very spent at the end of that heat. So hopefully he's got
for Emil.
A little bit left over. Yeah, absolutely speaks for Emil, and it also speaks for the way that Emil performed against Jack Jordan in that semi-final heat. So going into the small final, I think that based on what we just saw, Emil has the advantage from.
They don't have a lot of time to recover.
They really don't. I mean, you know, they set the stage up so quickly these days, the guys have to come out and start breathing heavy once again. And then, of course, we've got our final coming up between Jack Jordan and Matt Kogar, and this is what we were anticipating from the get-go here, is this collision course between these two powerhouse trophy athletes.
Something to note with the small final here is Emil gets a full extra round of rest.
Yeah.
And after 3 rounds of intense competition, that can be a pretty big deal.
And Emil is super fit. I mean, Cody is fit, but if you compare him to Emil, you'd have to go with Emil.
Yeah, I mean, both these athletes are fit. I mean, I saw Cody's fitness level at the Australian Championship. Phenomenal. But yeah, he just didn't look like he had it in that last round against Matt.
Yeah, he might have put a little bit too much. It's not just a physical game, it's also a mental game. And I mean, we know that Emil and the training regime that they have in Sweden is absolutely madness. I mean, they never stop doing exercise, really. You know, they exercise when they eat. So
they never stop.
You know,
look, he's having breakfast. He's still exercising.
No, but I think that Cody's going to go back. He's going to collect himself. He's going to take a deep breath, go, okay, and then he's going to come back out. We might see a different Cody coming onto the stage for this small final. But Emil Hansson will be definitely running on a high after that national best. And, of course, you know, going under a minute. And he'll be thinking about, okay, this feels good. I want that again.
What about the final? Jordan against Kogar. Is that the dream final?
I think so. Absolutely. I mean, Jordan and Kogar, these two guys, like we said, they were on collision course from the start of the day. We expected big things from Matt. He's been talking up a storm. So now he's got to be there.
Yeah, and of course the preparation for a big competition like this happens in the off-season.
Yes, it does.
And if you want to know more about the off-season, there is a possibility to do so.
Do tell.
Yeah, we've got something coming up for you. Look at this. now available on YouTube. If you haven't watched it yet, you really should. It's very cool. Very
I've
cool
seen a few of the clips. I mean, yeah, go exercise, have fun.
And that's just chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be here at the end of the year. So maybe timing-wise, very close to the World Championship in Stuttgart. So take a note. Cassidy, how about that final? Is that, so we talked about it before, everybody said it might be these two. Now it's truly them in the final.
Yeah,
do you
Jack
like
and
these kind of things, or do you rather have someone as a big surprise?
I mean, I think the surprise will be like, do they break a world record or not? And is it a decisive win, or is it going to be hit per hit and one blow separating the winner? I think it's going to be very close. I think it's going to be very fast. These two gentlemen have demonstrated they are the best athletes here today. Yeah. I'm excited for a great race, and whoever wins it, they darn sure deserved it.
Yeah. And these two monsters pushing each other, we may well see a world record. In the meantime, if you guys are interested in what's coming up down the road, we have a bunch of live streams in the docket for you. So let's take a look at what's coming up here. Obviously,
wow.
You can see 5-6 June. We had the Rookie World Championships and Women's World Championships here. That's ready for video on demand. And right now, World Trophy.
Of course, live? This is live.
This is live. Unbelievable, hey? 27th of June, the Czech Pro Championships. 11th of July, the Italian Pro Championships. 26th of July, U.S. Pro Championships.
I'll be there.
You'll be there. And then 23 of August, French Pro. Then 29 of August, DACH. So that's Germany, Austria, Switzerland. And then the 13th of September, European Trophy. That's going to be an interesting one to see if Dubitsky will be able to repeat. Then we have the Australian Pro Championships on the 19th of September. Then in October, the 30th and 31st, the team and individual world championships in Stuttgart to celebrate 100 years of STIHL. It's going to be fantastic. There's a ton of action coming your way, not only the rest of the season, but also tonight especially.
100 years of STIHL and 40 years of STIHL Timbersports. So what more do you want? That's going to be amazing. And talking about amazing, look at the lights, look at the crowd, look at the scenery. We're ready for the small final.
Yes, we are. Emil Hansen against Cody Steers. Who will take the bronze medal position? Who will have the breath and the power to go there?
And once you've reached the semis, you do not want to go home without a medal. But one of these guys is not going to be on the winner podium.
So just a reminder, the world record 52-53. And you can see that Cody Steers is not really far off that pace with his national record 54-84. Emil Hansen just setting the national record for Sweden with a 59-35. So, I mean, we know he can do it. He knows he can do it now. Can he do it against Cody Steers and take the bronze medal? Or will the bronze medal go to a guy that's been surging all season long?
Really hard to handicap this one. You know, Cody didn't perform the way he wanted to that last round, but like he's still one of the best guys out there, and he's competing for himself and his country here and a medal.
Oh, I never want to compete against this guy in a semi-final or a small final.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your swords. Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we are on here for the small final. This is the race for bronze, and it is going to be Emil Hansen getting an early start towards that underhand chop. Almost called it a standing block chop. And we know that Cody Steers is very good in this discipline as he switches over to that second side quickly. Emil Hansen and Cody Steers hit for hit on the second side, and it's going to be Cody Steers getting through there faster than Emil Hansen. Emil Hansen finally gets there, but we saw Emil Hansen come from behind in the single saw. Will he be able to do it against Cody Steers? Cody Steers looked tired after his semifinal, so will he have enough juice left in his tank in order to be able to go up against Emil Hansen?
Going strong,
yeah,
wow.
He's done a good job here so far. Cody Steers on the first side of his standing block chop. Emil Hansen did a pretty good job to catch up, and Cody Steers will move over to the second side of his block now. Emil Hansen about 2 drivers behind Cody Steers on the second side of his. Who's going to take that bronze medal? Will it be Emil Hansen or will it be Cody Steers? It's going to be Cody Steers. We're not seeing fast times there, but who cares? Cody Steers has got himself a bronze medal, and Emil Hansen with a 1:05.67 time.
Hat off to Cody Steers. He gave it all in this.
Yeah, and you could see it too, right? He's almost drooling there. He's breathing so hard. He's tired out. What a day for Cody Steers, though. Fantastic job.
Brilliant.
Dug deep, had less rest than Emil going into that small final.
Full respect.
At the disadvantage, so definitely full respect for
Yeah,
Cody Steers there.
and Emil was sending it. That transition from stock saw to underhand was really fast for Emil. But Cody just really cut a great underhand there. Came off about 5 seconds ahead of Emil. Emil did make up some time in that.
And the winner is
couldn't quite
Cody Steers.
You know, and that underhand, the Australian underhand is just bananas, right? You know, like...
Yeah,
I don't know how many Australians aren't cutting underhand chops at a pace that you've never seen before.
Great pace, and they just present the axe so well. I mean, you would see it. A lot of the Europeans here today, their axe sticking. Cody's axe isn't sticking.
Yeah. I just remember
His
the
axe
trophy.
just isn't sticking.
I just remember the trophy a few years ago. I think it was 2014 was the first time we met Braden Meyer, and he dropped the underhand chop in the Rookie World Championships at that time, and everybody was like, okay, we got work to do.
Yeah, and that's just the Australian wood chopping culture. They learn at a young age. They learn on unforgiving hardwood where you have to present the axe correctly.
And you got to fight the crocodiles and alligators before you get to the wood. So.
All sorts of dangers there in Australia.
But what a fight.
Let's hear it for Emil as well, putting up a great fight every round, showing why he's the top European here today. And again, only 24 years old. We have a lot of good years left with Emil.
Yeah, and he seems to have steadied himself both physically and mentally. And that's a huge step for him because, like I've said before about Emil, he's such a talented athlete, but sometimes his headspace leaves him in the lurch. Yeah, but he looks solid. Looks very good.
That single buck stroke is
yeah.
just phenomenal right now. Big boy's earned a couple of beers here, I believe.
That look should tell you everything you need to know. It's all there. So the stage is more or less set. We can breathe deeply here.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I've been hitting wood with these guys. It's been so exciting the last couple of minutes here just to get the energy level back up.
One last heat.
And make sure we're ready for one last heat. And this really is a monumental heat. It's been a long time since we've seen a trophy final of this stature. The last time I can remember really a trophy final where you could just toss a coin and it could be anybody's game was between Brad DeLosa and Sterling Hart back in Hamburg a few years ago. And I got to tell you, that heat came down to the wire. I think this heat was going to do the same thing.
Oh, you can feel the tension, you can feel the drama. So all we need now is the athletes, and here they come. Jack Jordan and Matthew Koga.
You can see Matthew doing a little bit of breathing exercises as he walks out the tunnel.
USA versus New Zealand.
Two incredibly focused and talented athletes here.
STIHL Timbersports World Trophy 2026, the final.
So the next question is, will these two push each other to a new world record? Will that world record go to Matt Kogar, or will Jack Jordan retain it? Will the two of them pushing each other and the adrenaline level help Matt Kogar be successful, or will Jack Jordan just be the dominant man in the race?
You want an answer from us?
No, I want an answer from Cassidy.
Yeah, not getting one from me.
I really, truly think it could go either way here. I think on principle, it's hard to bet against the undefeated three-time champion. Also, we did see Matt Kogar hang the saw once today. That could be the difference in this round. I think we're going to see a clean cut from both athletes, though. I think it will come down to one hit in that stand.
Oh, imagine that.
And if the wood is there, we're going to see them both break the world record.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your saws. Athletes, ready!
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Quick start by Matt Kogar, slightly faster, I would say, than Jack Jordan on that stock saw, and he gets down there, but both of them exit that spot and head towards the underhand chop at about the same time. Pace now goes to Jordan on the underhand chop. Who's going to be the world champion here? Is going to be Matt Kogar or Jack Jordan? Will Jack Jordan be a four-peat, or will Matt Kogar take it away from Jack Jordan with the advantage? Slightly, though, only slightly heading towards that single saw. Cassidy, you might be right with it coming down to one hit on that standing block chop. Looks like Matt Kogar struggling a little bit on that single
Matt looks tired.
Yeah, he looks a bit tired. Jack Jordan heading over to the standing block chop with a distinct advantage now on that first side. Switching over to the second side, he drops that world record as well. He may well get it here. He's got to get under 52.
Here it comes.
Is he going to be doing it? Oh! We have a new world record! 51-13 by Jack Jordan. You called it, Cassidy. Nicely done. What a run there by Jack Jordan. 4 times in a row. 3 world records in a row. What an unbelievable race there. And Matt Kogar looks like he got a 51.45, a new North American record as well. He can be proud about that. But holy smokes, folks, that was a race. Hey.
What a definitive performance from Jack Jordan. He picked up the pace in that round.
If it's even possible.
And it looks like this is a 50.84 for Jack Jordan.
Wow. Unbelievable. A 2-second difference.
He was really saving that for the final.
Matt Kogar, they adjusted his time a little bit, 55.39. So unfortunately, that doesn't end up being a North American record. I think they stopped that button a bit too early.
Yeah, he already did it today. So,
but Jack Jordan with a 50.84, a new world record.
That's incredible.
And even more incredible, he doesn't even look fatigued right now.
Yeah, this is actually a bit annoying.
Yeah, how does he do that?
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon, really.
Everybody's is lying on the floor.
Do I need to move to New Zealand and become a sheep farmer and hike the mountains every day? Apparently.
What a legend.
Maybe it has something to do with living at altitude.
Yeah.
Let's all head to Colorado. Come on.
This guy officially
You
now.
see, Matt here did come off first, but Jack got into the underhand faster, pushing that transition time.
No, that's perfect.
You see, they had identical 8-hit fronts. On the back side is where Jack started to pull away. Matt had a bit of a stick on his opening hit. Jack just smooth all the way through. I believe he came off one hit before Matt. But the single buck was two different athletes right here. Matt is tired, Matt's feeling it. Jack is throwing down his fastest single buck pace of the day right now.
He's gritting his teeth and breathing through his pearly whites while he's doing that cut. You can see the determination, though, in Matt Kogar as he headed over to that standing block chop. But what a phenomenal run from Jack Jordan there on the standing.
And he started again. He did the same in Milano in the final, claiming that world record. Does the same in Budapest. Gives us all a smile. And like you said, this is incredible.
I almost feel like we should make him do another round by himself, see if he can keep on breaking
on
the world
stage
record.
with our new 4-time World Trophy winner, Jack Jordan. Jack, take us through to this final. How did it go?
Yeah, good, I suppose. Can't ask for any better than that. She was pretty hard going all day, that. I don't know if I'm getting more unfit or what the go is, but that single saw was really struggling sort of all night with that. It sort of sucked the guts out of me, but really happy to get another world record in the final and come away with a win.
You were pretty close to that world record already in an earlier stage in the race, but you have finished it off in the end. How does it feel to have a new world record?
Yeah, it feels awesome. The wood's been pretty soft here tonight, and to break records, you need really good wood, so I'm pretty fortunate for that. I'd just like to thank everyone back home for the help and support. My partner sort of sticks by me through it all so I can get out and train in my backyard and sort of prepare myself for this pretty well, so really fortunate for that. Thanks to the crowd for coming out. Awesome atmosphere here, one of the best. And yeah, thank you, really appreciate it.
And last question, where is your family? Are they watching at home? Are they here? How do they follow this event?
Yeah, my family's watching back home. Just want to thank them for all the support over the years. Certainly couldn't have done it without them. My brother Shane and his partner Lauren, they've sort of helped me get to where I've got to. And yeah, really grateful for it.
All right, Jack Jordan, a 4-time World Trophy winner with a new world record. Thank you very much. I'll let you go have a little rest before the openings, before the award ceremony. Thank you very much and congratulations once again.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
What a champion.
Yeah.
Undisputed and undefeated.
Yeah.
4-time
crazy
world
That's crazy.
champion.
So we'll have to check our records a little bit, but I do believe that's the first time that that's actually ever been done back to back to back to back.
Yeah. I think the Losa had 3 back-to-backs, but...
yeah. So there we see Jack Jordan and Matt Kogar, who we just saw in the final. Cody Steers will be your bronze medalist today. Then Emil Hansen, a very solid 4th place for the young Swede. And we know that there's going to be a solid future for him down the road, as you mentioned, Cassidy. So yeah, and then the rest of the guys down the list here, they can all be proud of how they competed today. Everybody gets a car.
Lots of great chopping and so on from our athletes today.
Yep, absolutely. Chopping
really,
and chopping.
Really a pleasure to be here to watch it all.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's just so much fun to watch these guys. I love this format. I have since the first time I saw it. It's so exciting. It's active. You know, you don't need to be super deep in the sport to understand it. First guy to the finish line wins, basically, and that's what we saw today. Jack Jordan managed to get all the way through these various rounds to get the 4th title in a row. I mean, mind blown.
Yeah, and if you talk about the physicality, everybody seemed to be really exhausted except for this guy. Yeah. He breaks the world record in the final. And now it's time for the winner's ceremony, I've been told.
Let's do it.
What a fantastic competition here in the City Park in Budapest. Watching the best timber sport athletes fighting out in this very, very exhausting trophy format. And now we are getting back to our official awards ceremony. Most pedig következik az ünnepélyes díjátadó ceremónia innen a színpadról, a Vajdahunyadvár erről. Now we are welcoming our podium athletes once again back on the stage. Érkeznek tehát a dobogósok ide a színpadra. Third place and winner of the bronze medal representing Australia. Harmadik helyezett és bronzérmes Ausztráliából, STIHL. And the medal will be presented by Ms. Katalin Nagy, head of STIHL Timbersports Hungary. A díjat Nagy Katalin, a magyarországi STIHL Timbersports vezetője adja át. And now, second place and winner of the silver medal representing the United States of America. Második helyezett és ezüstérmes az Amerikai Egyesült Államokból, Matthew Kogar! The medal will be presented by Mr. Marcin Borkowski, head of STIHL Timbersports Eastern Europe. Az érmet Marcin Borkowski adja át, a STIHL Timbersports kelet-európai igazgatója. And now, first place, winner of the gold medal and World Trophy champion 2026 for the fourth time, representing New Zealand. Jöhet tehát a bajnok Új-Zéland képviseletében negyedik alkalommal, Jack Jordan! The medal will be presented by Mr. Patrick Resseman, STIHL Sales and Marketing Eastern Europe. Az érmet Patrick Resseman adja át, a STIHL kelet-európai értékesítés és marketing igazgatója, és ezzel még nincs vége. And now we have the coveted Ring of the Champions. The ring will be presented to our winner. His fourth ring. And it comes to the hands of Jack Jordan. This is his fourth ring, four-time champion. The ring is presented by Mr. Gábor Bakon, Managing Director of STIHL Hungary. And also that is the World Trophy in the hands of Jack Jordan. A negyedik trófeája sorozatban. And in honor of our winner, we now hear the national anthem of New Zealand. And now the well-deserved champion! Kedves közönség, itt van néhány elázott fiatalember a színpadon, de érkezik a teljes csapat. Nagyon szépen köszönjük nektek a szurkolást, de van itt egy fiatalember, Strubel Bence. Hadd szóljon neki még egyszer! Azt hiszem, hogy ez az az...
Beautiful scenery. This is crazy.
All the guys on stage again.
Oh yeah, Budapest has been an incredible host. I mean, those pictures, Cassidy.
Absolutely phenomenal. Great setting, great scenery, great fans, great competition, great co-hosts. Let's go.
And an incredible winner. If you want to see more Steel Timber Sports, there is a lot going on this summer. Take a look. So hopefully we have the schedule.
Yeah.
There we are.
There we go.
So any recommendations from your side, Troy?
Well, definitely want to rewatch the World Trophy. That'll be video on demand shortly. I think the Czech Pro Championship is going to be very, very fun to watch. If you want, tune into the US as well. The DACH Pro Final is quite interesting, where Germany, Austria, and Switzerland all mixed together. The European Trophy, of course, will Dubitsky be able to defend his title, or will it be taken away from him by one of these young up-and-coming bucks? And then, of course, on the 30th of October and 31st, we've got the Team World Championship and the Individual World Championship. The question there is, Australia going to be beatable in the team competition, and who's going to take the individual?
Yeah, good question. The World Trophy that we've just seen, Jack Jordan making it 4 times in a row, back to back. Again, like last year with the world record in the very last race.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much better than this.
Great performance all around. Jack Jordan showing why he truly is undefeated in this trophy format.
Yeah.
Stellar performance.
And the fact that he had that much energy left in this last heat against Matt Kogar was a testament to his fitness level as well. So I think a lot of the guys are going to be going, okay, what do we need to do to catch this guy, and what do we need to do to beat him? He is beatable, that's for sure. When and where is the next question. So we hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Until next time. Bye, everybody.